morning everyone. Today, our group will be presenting the world truth of one hub machine called the planet Earth. The scenario is like a real penetration test. We are placed in the same network as the vulnerable system, and our objective is to gain full root access and capture the root flag. In this presentation, we will go step by step through the methodology that penetration testers follow. First one is enumeration, which is finding out what services are running. Second, exploitation, gaining an initial foothold. Thirdly, privilege escalation, moving from a limited user to root. And the last one is capture the flag, providing the success of our attack. Now, let's begin with the first step, enumeration.
Enumeration is one of the most important phases in penetration testing. Without good enumeration, we miss potential attack vectors. We begin with net discover, which is used to identify the IP address of target machine in our local network. Nmap SV, FC, V, T4, 196.163.56.103. The scan results show two open ports. The first one is port 22 running SSH. The second one is port 80 running HTTP. SSH is often not directly exploitable unless we find weak credential. So our focus shifts to the web server on port 80. Web servers are a common entry point. So let's move on to the exploitable.
So we spot two host names, and these two host names, we will open another terminal vertically and then run sudo nano, and we save those IP address. And after that, we open a browser and visit the following link, and if we scroll down, we can spot a few encrypted messages that are signed with message key and doesn't show much information. This is where hidden content can exist, so we use a tool called GoBuster for direct brute forcing. So GoBuster finds several interesting directories. And after the HTTPS link and successful directory busting, we spotted an interesting file that is robots.txt. We discovered another interesting file that is testing nodes.txt. Seems to be some developer or admin who may left on the network from the node, and we can confirm that the hexadecimal messages is encrypted with XOR, and the key might be in the test data.txt file. We are going to use CyberChef to decrypt the hexadecimal output, which was shown in the first web page, which is Earth local. And we get Earth climate change bad for humans as a repeating string, and it may be the password for the user Terra test. After testing, we confirmed that we can upload a PHP script. To exploit this, we use a reverse shell, a script that makes the target machine connect and back to us and give us command execution, which is, on our attacker machine, we set up a listener with netcat. Then we upload the PHP reverse shell to the server and trigger it by visiting the file in the browser. Immediately, our netcat listener gets a connection, giving us a shell as the web server user, but this shell is unstable, so we upgrade it using Python, and now we have a much more usable interactive shell, but it's still a low privilege user. So now it brings us to the next step, which is privilege escalation.
So for privilege section, we check our SUIDs and check if there are any ways to escalate the root privilege, and we found a reset root script that may help us to gain root access. So after that, we'll determine the file type of a reset rate using the file command. it reports the file type is in a human readable format to trace out the reset root script and check what is the problem with the script. We cannot trace this using netcat and we open a terminal vertically and run netcat hyphen and specify a listening port and then the output file name on the reverse connection terminal input. Cat and specify the file name and then specify the upload listener address. The flags tag.txt, and we already successfully exploit into Earth. That's all from me. Thank you.
To summarize our attack paths, first one, we identify the target IP with net discover. Second, we scan for service using nmap. And third one is we exploited the web server using a reserved shell upload. And fourth, we escalate the privilege through a pseudo miscuration. And finally, we capture the root flag. The planet Earth's machine demonstrate how important careful enumeration is and how simple mesh configuration can allow attacker to gain full control. In real-world penetration testing, this same technique, scanning, exploiting privilege escalation, are used to uncover vulnerabilities before malicious hacker can. So that's all from us. Thank you.